an aesthetic trading journal performance tracker. Aesthetic but very simple and this will only cost us $0 and I'll teach it you for free. Guys, welcome here to my channel. In this video, I will gonna help you on how to build a trading journal to track, monitor, and help you improve your trading career. So, supposing that you already have a Notion account, so let us now create a new page in our Notion, and then let us tag or name it. As for me, I will name it Trading Journal Performance Tracker. So, and then I want my trading journal to have a static look. So I will change the cover into a GIF file. Okay, so I already prepared a cover which was I downloaded from Notion. So I think this looks blurry. So I will reload this one. So okay. So I think that's look perfect. It is now moving. We have now a moving cover page. So, and then now I will create a database, an inline database that will help us to put our or to store our data from our uh, trading sessions. So I will add a property here and I will call it is a number property. I will choose the number property and I will name it as our capital, and then I will change the symbol into a money symbol. I think I mean money, and then I will name this default one as a uh, symbol or trading pair, or let us say trading pair, and then I will add another property which is a number property, and we will call it risk. Then let us duplicate property, and then this property we will call it TP or leverage. Then let us duplicate that one, and then let us add another, and let us call this TP or take profit. TP or let us say take profit. So this take profit is in terms of percentage. So I will configure that later. And then let us duplicate this one and name it SL or stop loss. And then balance. Let us call this number property. And then balance. Let us call this balance. And then let us add another property. Duplicate it. And then we will call this status. And then let us change the property into a status property. Change type. So status property, or we can also choose this select property. So we'll choose the select property, and then I will configure it now. So I will add an option, win and lose. So I will turn win as color green and red for lose. Okay, and then now, so let's try this. Win, okay, or lose. Let us add documentation, so we can have a copy of our trades set up. So this will be a documentation property. So let's find the document property. So this one, files and media. So the reason I added these files and media property, so we can add our screenshots here. So we can have a copy and review our trades. So that's it. And then let us configure these properties here. So this risk property, I will turn it into number, a decimal place, and the number format. Let us turn it into percent. So if we, for example, if we type 20, it will automatically turn into percent. Like this one, 20%. So leverage is in number. Then take profit is also uh, in percent. And then stop loss is also in percent. And also, I think that's all. So let us just, we can also change the symbol here, this one, but for now I will not change it. So it's up to you. So just to save time, I will not change it. So trading pair. So for example, we type here Euro USD. We can type a fictional capital, like for example, 200, 2000. So we can also configure the currency here. So I will configure it as, for example, US dollars. So it becomes dollars. So that's it. And then the leverage, for example, we will use 10 leverage times 10. And then take profit. Let us say our risk is 1%. Take profit of 5%. This stop loss, guys, is what I mean here is the risk. Okay, so that is in terms of percentage. So I will eliminate or change this one into potential profit, and then this property will become a formula. So we'll change this into formula, and then I will duplicate this one, and I'll change the name into potential loss. Potential loss here, and then since this is already also a formula, I will just need to configure that potential profit. So edit formula. So let us say capital times leverage, then we will multiply it to the take profit. and that's it. So that is in percentage. So we will change that into dollars. This one US dollars. Okay. So for example, we change any of this one, like the risk, the take profit. This will also change. So for example, the leverage, we'll change it into times 2. So that's it. So let us configure the potential loss also. Or I will just delete this property. Then I will gonna copy the potential profit property, or I will duplicate it, and then I will edit this one. Potential loss. Then edit formula. So I will delete the take profit property. I will change it into risk. Okay, that's it. So this is our risk. So we risk for $3 for $200. So that's it. And then the balance, edit property. So I already have a formula for this balance. So number format, let's change this to formula, and then configure that formula, edit formula. So I'll already have this already prepared this formula. So prop status, if the status, or if the status is we set as win, so it will run this function, capital, and then plus potential profit will be our balance. And if we will set the status as loose, then it will run this opposite thing here. So let us configure that again. Then let us debug here. I think we need to add here this parenthesis, and then capital win or lose, potential profit, potential lose. I think the problem here is that the name of the status property is capitalized, and we put here a small one. So let us capitalize the status function here. Status, and then I think this is okay now. So this time, guys, I think this will work. Okay. So you can copy this formula. Then, okay. So if our status is win, so we can have this equation, which is just the capital plus potential profit. So we have $2,000 capital, then potential profit is 200. So if we set this win, it will add the 2. If we'll set this as lose, we can have the difference. So that's it. So I think this is wrong. So let us change this to minus, not plus. So this is minus. Or we can also take that as plus, and then we will just In our list, we need to put in negative sign. So if we put here a negative sign, so we will get the difference. That's it. We get the difference of the two. If we set the status as loose, and then we can have these files and media. So for example, I will add here a screenshot of my positions. So for example, this guys, no, we add here a files and media property. So the purpose of that is it will allow us to paste a screenshot or documents of our trade like this one, so we can review it. And that's it for this database. So we forgot to name this database. So let us say this is journal. Okay. And if we want to add new trading pairs, we can just click this new page. For example, Euro USD again, or DXY, or let us say XA or DXY. And then if we have new trades, we can also add another trading pair here, like that one. Okay, so we can add here an infinite number of pages for this database. And for now, let us add the call out function. And then we will use this call out function, and let us put this database inside our call out function or call out bar, and that's it. So it will look more static. So I will now add another uh, widget. I will add a widget from our one of our source Indify. So you can visit Indify to add a widget. So I will add a clock widget here. And take note, in Indify you only have 6 free widgets, and now I only have 2. I will use these remaining 2. And you can configure this one, this clock widget. So I will make the background white. So clock color, so dark, I will make light. So I think this one is okay. And then I will uh, copy this one. But you can also configure this clock. Okay, just try to experiment here. So I will copy the link, and then I will click I will add an embed here. Embed, then paste. And now we have a clock widget. So let us wait that to load it properly. So we have a widget which shows us the time and the date. And then I will move this one into the left side. So align left, and then I will move here this into here. So I will create 2 columns. 2 columns. So now it looks more static. And then I will add here another widget to buttons. So these are my already made widget. So this is very easy to configure. Just need to add here the name, like this one, RX Factory. And then you can put here the URL or the link. And then just try to configure this or experiment. And then since I already have this one, I will just need to copy. And then I will create an embed. So let us see if our buttons is functioning or if it will function. So for example, I click this trading view button. So okay, so it is working. So that is good. And then Forex Factory. So this is also working. And then take this exchange or this button is also working. So I will not check it. And then I will add another widget, which is a chart base. So let us go to chart base. I will delete this one so I can add another. Couldn't find your database. Share my database. So select pages to access. So add page. So okay, let us add the journal too. And then allow access. So we can access the journal too. And then create chart. Line chart. Next. Journal 2. Let us say the y-axis is balance. So I will duplicate this one. And then I'll change it to date. Edit property. Change property into date property. Okay. So that's it. So I'll change this to date. So let us reload this. Create chart, line chart, journal 2, and then date, and then y is balance, y-axis is balance, then create chart. So let us try to configure this one. So we cannot see here the line because we only have here a single data. So let us copy more data here. Let us say this is so I will try to duplicate this one. Duplicate this one, duplicate. If that is win, we'll make this 1500. So this is just an assumption. Let us try to check our chart base. And now this is our line chart here. So that's it. So it fetch data from balance, not from capital. So that is the reason why this chart is like this one. So we can copy this, get embed link. I will try to make this color green. Green. Wait. So I think this is okay. So copy, get embed link and copy. We'll get back to Notion and then let us create here two columns. So I can move this one to here and then I will add here an embed link. So now we have here an aesthetic trading journal performance tracker. Aesthetic but very simple and this will only cost us $0 and I'll teach it you for free. So you can build this one starting from scratch if you just follow here what I did. So now we have here a working trading journal. So for example here, so how this functions, so you just need to put your capital here, the date, the risk, and then leverage, take profit, potential profit, potential loss, balance, status, and then your copy of your screenshots or documents, and then you can set status, what is the status of your trade, if it is win or lose, and you can configure that one. Okay, and the balance also change depending on the status. So that is how it works. You also have here a shortcut to your exchange or to your trading tools like TradingView. For example, I click this one. So we have now here a shortcut. Uh, so I think that is functioning. And then we also have here the chart. And I hope this video will help you.